don't slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 180.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 65 yards on the ground.
First down, Panthers.
Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Ready. Great.
Mike 52. Now watch one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points?
And if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And this this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They run. This is Scarborough. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
At the 30-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did, so you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow. White. You ain't going nowhere. 15.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley.
They'll try and run with their fullback. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Yellow. Flare. Check.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This is Scarborough. And the ball is knocked out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Yellow. Hey, watch it. Check. Shift.
Now Scarborough, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
52's the mic. Yeah. You don't want none. Kill. Hey, turn.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
Rush in. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, nice move. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Watch the twist.
Easy.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Mike's 5-4. Hey, they're scared. Check 3.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Mike. Attack.
Tighten up. Check.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go. Hey, 52. Stop your body. Check safety, check safety.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Great. 52, Mike 52. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Where's 52? Watch 52. Throw it on me. Been a long day for you. 52.
Newton now to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike the 59. Watch twist,
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Army. Under crunch. Check 3. Check his head.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Yellow. Not today, you are. Not today. Yellow. 5-2, the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Got you.
Mahomes now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Watch the whip. I got him, man. He's mine. 50.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
That's their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Right to the 3. Watch the slant. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Greg. Sponge. Greg. Hey. Greg.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pick up there, 26 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike 52. Nice, sweetheart. Hey. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 52. Hey, pick your game up. Under 10. 10. Hey.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. To the tip. 1-8. 8. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Ready.
Out of the gun, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This from 44 yards away. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check, 59. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check. Yellow. Kill.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they try the right side here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Newton to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. From the red zone now, Newton. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
20. Mike 52. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 50.
Throwing again. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Gun. I
can't believe they let you play.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Hopkins' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
He's 15. Crash. Watch the safety.
From the 29, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
From the 22, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Able to fight through one tackle. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check 9.
Hey, 57 color. 59 mark. Check.
Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
You kill it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Gun.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. March to the 3. 8. Check. Great.
Mike by two. Pick it up.
Express.
Operating from the gun. Newton. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
20.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You can't block me.
20.
552. Cover. Check. Check 52.
To throw again. Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch out.
Great.
To the air again, Newton. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Shirley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So for the Chiefs, they used a favorable